payments. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to playing blind, but I never got into this for the. I never got into helping my people for the money.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, I was used a lot because I didn't know how to put a value, or I didn't know how to price what I was doing for the community.
Yeah.
So when people will say, "Hey Charleston, how much do you charge to come do a speaking engagement?" And it would be, I went way to Eagle Pass, and Eagle Pass is probably 8 to 10 minutes from Mexico, the country. So I had to drive all the way down to South Texas to the border.
Mm-hmm.
I charged $500 honorarium fee. I didn't even know how to charge, so I learned what an honorarium fee was. I would travel around the country and just take gas money because I felt guilty charging. Because I had a passion to help people. So people played on that passion. I would do speaking engagements with 3 of my friends and might get $800, and we split that $800 4 ways.
Jeez.
And I still take my portion of the money and put gas in the car. It leaves me with less than what everybody else got. It's never been about the money until I got to social media. And my only goal was a monetized YouTube channel. All of this was done because I wanted a monetized YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And I would have been satisfied with just having a monetized YouTube channel, never being on Vlad, never going on none of these mates. I would have been satisfied with a 2,000 subscriber YouTube channel. That was my goal. I didn't know I could get 100,000 followers. I never knew that. So when I got into the monetization world of the metaverse world, I was so excited and happy, only to be shattered. Because it was that easy to take my money.
Yeah.
I started noticing that people of my own color was coming up against me, getting my channel shut down because they had been doing this forever. I'm just now coming. So it wasn't white people that was really targeting me. It was the other black bloggers who knew that I was blatantly breaking the community policies.
But what they got to do with them?
Well, they was watching me grow past them. So
but that don't hurt them.
Man, it did because it's just like a new rookie that's coming to the league. It's getting all the reporters' attention. So yeah, I caused a rift in the YouTube blogger world because I was new. I wasn't following the rules. They was waiting the first 2 minutes, not cussing. I'm coming out the gate cussing. So people were sitting back literally saying, "Man, how can he do this?" And man, I was making $16,000 a month. My first 5 months on YouTube, I was making $16,000 a month. So when I lost that, I felt like the people felt during the in-run situation. They just took it from me. Yeah, man, I was tough over that because I had started trying to build and base my life around that money.
So you had adjusted already?
Yeah, I had adjusted. Yeah, I had spent I had went out the gate, spent $10,000 on guns and bullets and bulletproof vests. I'm living my dream now.
Yeah.
I can go buy all the shit I've been wanting in my head.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started with guns and bullets. Yeah, and bulletproof vests and ninja stars and special knives. So I started with that. So I spent $10,000, just blew it at just on guns. So the next check, now I'm playing Super Daddy. Yeah, now I'm playing Super Daddy and Super Husband, homie. So I'm trying.
So then you start taking care of the people around you.
Yeah, because now I'm in a position to do that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm elevating more into business pursuits. Started my podcast I'm on. Started my clothing line. Started my own website. And then boom, I lost everything.
And we back live in the Trap Chat Check-In Radio right now, going down. Court DJ Big Shock in the building.
Yes, sir.
Big homie Al, DJ Murph Too Cold,
yes, sir.
And we got a special guest in the building.
Very special.
Community activist, comedian, professional.
A lot of hats.
Hey, professional with this internet shit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles White is in the building. How you doing, good sir?
Yeah. What's up with it, man?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm a professional bullshit nigga on the internet. Just like every other nigga on that bullshit, trying to get some pussy, trying to get some views, trying to get some likes, or just trying to stroke their ego. Yeah, in my mind, everybody online bullshitting if they ain't promoting the business.
I heard that, man. That's all it's about. At the end of the day, just trying to get this money, man.
Yeah.
So, first off, welcome to Jackson.
Appreciate you, man. I love it.
Let them know what you in the city for tonight.
Oh man, I got a comedy show tonight, man. They say I'm funny. Yeah, they say I'm funny. yeah, I try to be. Yeah. Because if I don't be funny, I'm gonna get an ass kicking somewhere. So yeah, I try to be funny with this shit.
Man, look, man, I heard that because this guy right here, he talk his talking, but
hey man, I want to get straight to it. I want to, I'm from Jackson, man, and I want to ask you, man, what happened with you? You was here not too long ago, right? The 600 Breeze.
Tell me that he wanted to know what was my problem is with Chicago.
So he tried to check you?
Yeah, he tried to.
Tried.
Yeah, he tried to. And I told him, I ain't got no problem with Chicago. I got a problem with people online repping Chicago. Y'all don't know nobody from Chicago. Yeah, so I got a problem with the niggas online repping Chicago.
Right.
But they don't do nothing. So yeah, man, fuck Chicago. I got a problem with a nigga from Fort Worth, Dallas. Nigga, fuck Dallas, fuck Fort Worth. Nigga, your mama struggling to pay rent, but you represent this big old city. Our life away for the same state that on your paperwork says the state of Chicago versus Jimmy.
Right. Yeah.
But you'll kill for it, you'll rep for it. So yeah, homie, don't nothing mean nothing to me but nigga and black people. I don't care nothing about the United States, the 50 states. Nigga, I care about black people.
I heard
in
that.
America. I don't care about Africans. I don't care about Puerto Ricans. I care about black Americans that come from slaves. That's all I care about, homie. The conditions of those people.
Right.
Or the circumstances in the future of those people and those people babies. Anything outside of that, a nigga's feelings about his city, nah, my nigga. I became the change that I wanted to see in my own community. I started attacking the gangs at home before I started speaking on gangs in America.
Right.
So in my mind, nigga, I done earned the right to speak how I speak, or I done earned the right to die how I die.
That's real. Can't help but to respect that. Okay, so since we get into it, you just had a situation in Houston.
Well, I didn't, homie. I was invited. There's a woman by the name of Miss Sonia Parker.
Right.
She's the CEO of a youth organization that's called Parents Against Predators. So she do a lot of work against sex trafficking and human trafficking and children, missing, abused, murdered children. So she do a lot of work in the Houston area.
Right.
She's grassroots, boots on the ground, but she don't get a lot of support. And she's been doing this for 16 years. So she showed up at one of my events in Griffin, Georgia. I had a Put the Guns Down event with the Juvenile Justice Department in Griffin County, Georgia. So she showed up to my event to support me. So she invited me to come do a speaking engagement at one of her events. She had a youth mentoring day, something she's been doing for 16 years.
Okay.
So she had quite a few people that was scheduled and lined up. So the situation was, just out of respect for her event, the city of Houston, Miss Pap and the chief of Houston Police Department, they didn't need no more negative backlash. So they asked if I would not show up to the event and speak. I was already in Houston at the time. So just out of respect for Miss Pap and her organization, what she do. Because they don't have nothing to do with what we're doing online. Huh?
Right.
This is real life work that this woman is doing. What happened was, because we had the flyer posted online, a lot of people was calling the mayor's office, the police department.
Saying what?
Saying nothing.
Yeah.
Making no threats. they were just saying you got him succumbing to Houston and he's doing so. It just no politician, homie. No, they don't want that publicity, bad publicity. And then just in case something did happen, they don't want that on their clock. And then she didn't want that attached to her organization. Cause she ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying on the internet, and she ain't got nothing to do with what Rap-A-Lot is doing in Houston. She's just a woman trying to help children and been doing it for 16 years. So what I did was, I used that situation because I understand how to capitalize off everything on the internet, good or bad. Right. I used that situation, homie, to help promote the event. So now she got worldwide attention because Charleston White, Jay Prince, Stop Charles, and he did. I just pushed that narrative, homie.
So you just tied him in, just
I just tied him in.
Okay.
I just tied him in. Homie, Jay Prince didn't have nothing. I just tied that in, promote the event. Now this woman is getting help from NBA players, NFL players, Paul Wall. He's been here. So all I did, homie, was just use that as the marketing and promotion tool. Man, nobody contacted me from Rap-A-Lot. Jay Prince didn't reach out to me. Houston Police Department didn't reach out to me. None. The city of Maryland. Nigga didn't nobody reach out to me.
When you was sitting in the car going off, I was like, ooh.
When the nigga went in the closet, I said, this nigga got World War III in his closet.
Well, most niggas don't know I was on my way to the gun range anyway.
Yeah,
nigga, we was having a family day at the gun range where we took all our kids to the gun range. So if you watch me pop the trunk, nigga, I'm going to the gun range. I'm using the internet as a stage. This is my Hollywood. Every day I get to wake up acting. Before I came to YouTube and Instagram, I used to brag about, I used to call myself the Denzel Washington of Facebook because I would wake up acting every day.
Right.
I'm telling people, nigga, I'm on here acting.
Right.
And you better damn near second guess everything you heard me saying on the internet. Man, this nigga in character. Yeah, I'm in character. Man, this nigga bullshit for the most part, yeah. I don't care how real you think I'm saying some shit. I'm in character bullshit. Right. I'm just real at the time.
Right. So and a lot of people just take that shit and run with it because they so used to, they try to live the life of social media when a lot of these motherfuckers are not.
Y'all done sat here and observed me. I don't really talk that much. I'm really quiet in person.
Right.
I'm more observant.
Right.
Because I study human interaction. So it's a persona.
Right.
You hear me? I'm yes ma'am, no ma'am.
Absolutely.
Nah, homie, I'm a perfect. Nah, homie, it's a persona. It's just like the rapper.
Right.
It used to be a time where it was okay to be a studio gangster.
Yeah.
Now it's not. It used to be a time where it's okay, nigga, to play like you ain't scared, and then come to me, I was scared of the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It used to be okay.
So how do you separate the real from the fake?
I push finish.
and get online.
So the situation between T.I. son and Boosie's son, that was for the internet?
I just left Atlanta.
You just left Atlanta?
I just left Atlanta 5 days ago.
Yeah.
All over the place.
So that's what I'm asking.
My T.I. paperwork part. I had a booking right around the corner.
Oh, he got a real live paperwork part.
He had a real live paperwork. I rolled by and recorded. Home is all online. This is what everybody fail to realize. They playing too.
Yeah.
Even though they acting mad, they playing mad. They ain't really mad.
Right.
So
T.I. ain't really mad, nigga.
Don't even know T.I.
Homie, the nigga went and dropped the song. He ain't really mad.
Yeah.
They had an album that was all to promote.
Yeah.
Y'all thinking we really into it. Nigga, we ain't. Nigga, we talked on the phone. It just didn't go the way, but nigga, wasn't no fuck you, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of that.
Because if you ask me personally, I honestly feel like with the whole situation with T.I. and Boosie, I feel like Vlad set Boosie up with that to see what he would go off.
Well, just think about this, homie.
No disrespect to Vlad as an interview.
Boosie said my auntie and my uncles and them told me not to respond to this dude.
Facts.
He never responded.
Yeah.
His son did. And then his son stopped responding. Then all of a sudden, guess what? Man, we got an album coming out. We got a reality show coming out.
Yeah.
So it's marketing, basically.
So if you notice, nigga, what I do, nigga, I can't soon after the Soldier Boy incident, what I do, I went to selling t-shirts. Yeah, I went to selling t-shirts. After the Gunner situation, I went to Gunner Tail t-shirts. Homie, everybody playing on the people on this side of the camera who think it's real.
Right.
Half the beef that y'all taking sides to, homie, they playing.
Right.
It ain't no real beef. That's why ain't nobody dying but the niggas on this side of the camera.
They think it's real.
They think it's real.
Yeah. So they gotta know how to take that.
So what I understand is, if you give me your eyes, you give me your ears, and you stop and you listening to me, you done gave me your mind. You giving me access to your soul, your mind, your will, and your emotions. That's why when I say something, man, fuck that bitch ass nigga. I'm fucking your soul, nigga. You're not supposed to be emotionally tied to what I'm saying. You ain't supposed to have no hate or no dislike. Man, fuck that nigga. That nigga just talking.
And motherfuckers, right? They so used to the conflict.
Because they soul are invested. Your emotions is a part of your soul, my nigga.
Right.
Your mind, your thoughts, your willpower, and your emotions. Those are the components of your soul. So if you watching me every day and you done watched all my videos, and man, I hate that bitch ass nigga. I done tapped into your soul, my nigga, because I don't know who you are. I don't even know you have these feelings.
Right.
You don't even exist to me. I don't have these feelings. I ain't mad at Boosie. I ain't mad at T.I. I ain't mad at Matt Hoffa. I don't even know these niggas.
Right.
If we don't even know these niggas, so why would I have some real feelings towards some niggas I don't know?
No. Yeah.
They ain't done nothing to me. Nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. So you said this 1,500 miles away. You didn't say it in my face. So why would I be upset? Nigga, I'm gonna get that. Homie, come on, man.
It's just like somebody make a post, you got 1,000 comments, all of them positive, but that one negative comment,
it's just like this. It's just like me. If I'm standing downtown, fuck y'all bitch ass niggas. Nigga, you bitch ass niggas broke. You on your lunch break. On the way to go get a burger. You hear me say bitch ass nigga, who you talking to?
Yeah.
Who you talking to? And I ignore, yeah, bitch ass nigga, you nigga, who you talking to?
Yeah.
So they got your soul, baby.
I done tapped into these niggas' soul, homie. Yeah. That's why I'm so captivated and mesmerizing and there's so many views. That's why niggas cannot ignore me. It'll be easy to silence me if you ignore me. I would go away in a day.
An empty way make a lot of noise.
But they can't ignore me, homie. At this point, nigga, I'm captivating and mesmerizing because I say things that people won't say because I understand shock and awe, the shock value. Right. I went to school to study it. I'm telling niggas, homie, I'm a shock jock. I went to school and studied with shock jock here. Then I give you names of people who've been shock jocks. Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Petey Green.
Wendy Williams.
Rush Limbaugh. Bill O'Reilly. Glenn Beck. I give you names. Andrew Dice Clay. I give you names of satire comedy. Dolomite. Talking about raping white bitches. Motherfucking ceiling fall down on her head. He's still getting his dick sucked. I done studied this, homie, so that's why I'm telling nigga, I'm taking this to the stage. I'm just bypassing the internet because this is the route that I had to go.
Right.
And I'm telling people along the way, man, this is what I'm doing. Man, this is what I'm doing. But because black people are so soulful, they're not logical. Black people do not know how to logically and rationally think. They emotionally driven. That's why if you step on a nigga's shoes, he'll kill you.
Yeah.
That's why every police shooting, we get mad and then don't get mad when we don't see nothing else. That's why they can give us a police shooting and we'll tear up the country. They take the police shooting away and then they give us basketball and we back cool again.
Yeah. Some clothing brand and drop the new.
Well, now think about this. We gonna let the NBA niggas put crazy names on back of their jerseys. Shoot 'em up Larry.
Speaking of NBA,
kill Bobby Johnson. They let the nigga put crazy names on back of their jerseys, wrote Black Lives Matter on side the thing, and we stopped tearing up the country in the name of George Floyd.
So I know you gotta go. We pressed for time. I wanna ask you one question. We got 30 seconds.
We got 3 more. Give me 2 more after this.
Okay. What is your opinion, if you have one, on this situation with Ja Morant? Did you see what's going on with Ja Morant right now?
Yeah, he need to go to jail.
Oh, wow.
He need to go to jail. He need to spend 180 days in jail fighting since he like to fight.
Yeah.
Since he got so much anger, sit him down there where them young niggas like to fight. And I promise you,
I'm a fan of Ja. I hate to see a young man do that.
Not me.
Club play.
Not me. I don't hate to see it. I love to see a young nigga go to jail. Boy, I love to see a young nigga ass go to jail. Boy, I'm not bullshit. I love it. Because for one, his mama finally get some rest. When he go to jail, nigga, before he went to jail, he ain't prayed to now God. When he come home, he pray now.
He
don't know which way is the east to pray. But when he come home, he know how to lay that mat down and put his forehead on the ground and pray. He know what foods not to eat.
Yeah.
He be healthy. He understand respect now. And then they don't be so tough no more. So I think that boy need to go to jail. And alive. Yeah.
Yeah, because he flashing a gun like that, bro. The last thing I want to see is a young black man with so much talent or NBA superstar.
I want to see a white man kill him. Yeah, I want to see a white man kill him like George Zimmerman and get off.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, Charles White.
I want to know when he did nothing.
Just pull over.
Y'all some tyrants, man. I'm putting this on YouTube. You tell me to take the car key out. I'm sorry, but all my shit is legit now. Y'all the tyrants, man. I need all your names. Alright, cool. All your niggas, man. Y'all niggas fucking tyrants, man. Fucking bastards.
Turn off your car, please.
Yo, that's unconstitutional. What you want my key for?
Put it on the dashboard.
You ain't your funky ass hands shouldn't be on my fucking key. Fuck you talking about? Give you my key. You ain't paid for that key. I paid $150 for that key. Funky ass motherfuckers, man.
No fighter better than the end of the world.
He's 49-0 in title offensive.
But he's also 97-6 overall record.
That's amazing.
I do not believe in styles anymore. How can I express myself totally and completely? In that way, it's a process of continuing growth.
To deserve such a legendary name, such as the Black Bruce Lee, one has to be a legend. And this man, fight fans, is as legendary as it comes. Fans of Bruce Lee believe that a fighter's success does not depend on the style. Instead, it depends purely on the fighter. If there was one fighter that proved this theory correct, it's Manson Gibson. He is the ultimate proof that the right practitioner can make anything work, even the wackiest and weirdest techniques. By all standards of freak athlete, he is a true monster who can pull off anything in the ring.
Manson, I'm an alien fighter.
What does that mean?
That means you want to feel it.
No one dares to fight like him today because they would just get destroyed and called a clown. But the Black Bruce Lee was no clown. He fought with the best of his era and even destroyed Muay Thai champions.
Ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky and then feel like pretty cool. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, that, my friend, is very hard to do, and you have to train. But when you want it, it's there. If I want to punch, I'm going to do it, man, and I'm going to do it.
That is exactly what this legend did. And by doing so, he destroyed the monsters of his time, all while staying true to his style.
There's no fighter better than the end of the world. 5-0 Japan, 5 kick knockout.
He's 49-0 in title offenses.
9-0 in title defenses.
But he's also 97-6 overall record.
That's amazing.
Most people don't know him today, and they have never seen a Taekwondo and Kung Fu master so great. His name is Manson Gibson, and he's got some of the best nicknames in combat sports history.
You look at him and you say, what kind of style is that? And that's what's been the hardest thing for opponents, is to figure out Manson Gibson's style. He's pushing 100 professional fights, fighting fighters from all over the world, bar none. He's fought them all.
No one has made these techniques work as a professional fighter, even beating Muay Thai legends with these crazy combinations. His ridiculous spinning attacks destroyed monsters around the world. These weren't just any fighters, they were the greatest legends of his time. Usually Taekwondo and Kung Fu fighters get destroyed, but the Black Bruce Lee was so spectacular that he broke all the textbook rules of today's striking and still dominated anyways. As a fighter, he was extremely deceptive.
I come from 45. So what you see now and what my eyes see is different. What you think now and what my mind think is different, because look how long I've been coming. And it's all about eating. And we don't have no land, so how can we eat? How can we eat when we don't have no land? Black man don't even know nothing about buying land, but the old black man a long time ago had land. Had their own cows, had their own pigs, had their own greens, had their own everything. But then when we went to integrate, now ain't nobody coming to our places of business. So we got to close down. Now people have moved in our neighborhood and selling us Lisa's chicken and selling us chong no fong long. We don't even have a recipe with restaurants where we can sell. And we used to cook for white folks and everything. Now everybody else is cooking for them. And the white boy always went everywhere, but we couldn't go everywhere. We had our own. But when Dr. King said, let's go join them, when we went and joined them, then we lost all our business.
After spending years talking with Pops and talking with the old man, it's like a veil was lifted off my eyes. So when I go places, I don't talk a lot in public, in person. See, I talk a lot online, but I'm an observer. I study. I study people, man. So I go out and I watch the dynamics. I watch the components of people interaction, behaviors, body language. So what I started learning about us, we the hateful white boy that he talk about. We hate like the hateful white boy used to hate. I think about the old Western days. The black person today is the unruly white boy who come to the bar drunk. Hey, why is he coming? Every bar he goes to, everywhere he goes, he's unruly, and he calls him. That's us today. So many people don't welcome us into their establishments. We go complain about the food. We ain't gonna leave a big tip. We ain't gonna. So I learned the art of tipping from the old nigga. Nigga, I used to think you don't tip nobody nothing. But I learned how the black man gets his respect in other establishments by leaving big tips, by being the big tipper. Hey, Mr. White. Now my whole level of treatment is different because I'm a big tipper everywhere I go. I'm a big giver amongst my people. But for doors to open and for me to be treated equally, I learned to become a big tipper. I got that game from the old nigga. Big tipping take away your skin color.
It does. You are 100% right.
Yeah, it makes you white for a moment. Yeah, it makes you white for a moment. So I learned. So I took everything he taught me and went and tried to see if this old just talking. I did the same thing with my mother's gods, with her spiritual beliefs. I tried that to see if she was just talking. Yes. So he hate for me to be this comedian laughing and getting into it. He hate this. Man, he hate for me to be there. But man, when I wasn't this, I used to hear that old say that Dr. King was dumb and stupid. He died for a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about him today. He said Jesus was dumb and stupid. Jesus gave his life for a bunch of people that rejected him and don't even give a fuck about it. Gandhi was dumb. So when I said, goddamn, Pop, you say, Pops, I don't want to be dumb and stupid. Pops, I don't want to die for a bunch of people that ain't gonna give a damn about me when I'm gone.
You gonna die fast and what? Fucking with them rappers.
I don't know, Pops. I don't know. I think a lot of these rappers, I don't think that they're really real.
It's gonna be one of their soldiers.
It's not gonna be one of the rappers. It's gonna be the soldiers.
Malcolm X went to talk about Elijah Muhammad. And when Malcolm X went to talk about Elijah Muhammad, one of the soldiers said, you don't talk about Elijah like that. But he was telling the truth. Malcolm X knew that they was going to kill him. So me, I put it on him, because if I know you're going to kill me, I'm going to kill you first. I don't care who you are. I ain't going to sleep without you. I fight the police and the jack niggas is who my reputation come from. I never had no confrontation with no black man, because my daddy taught me 2 blacks ain't supposed to fool with one another, because ain't now one of y'all got nothing. So I learned not to fool with a black man, so I don't have no problems with him. I never had a problem with a black. Only thing a man can say about me, I might have borrowed his money slow and then ain't paid it. Other than that, he can't say nothing about me. Now, female can speak on me, but she wrong for speaking on me because she knew I was dirty when she went to fool with me. She knew what type of person I am. So how you gonna get mad and you know what you got? Yeah, don't do that. You know, so no. Youngster, I win. And the reason why I say I win, because my mother made sure I didn't have to worry about anything. And then when she got tired of feeding me and looking out for me, she told me this. She said, I can feed you every day, motherfucker, because she cussed. She said, I can feed you every day, motherfucker, but I'm going to teach you how to feed yourself. And my mother taught me how to feed myself. My mother is my OG. Daddy, I like him, but Daddy's kind of sorry. And Mama said, you just like Daddy. So all my life, I've been trying not to be like Daddy. At 13 years old, I told my daddy, I ain't gonna take no whooping no more. He said, you gonna take a killing me. And he said, no, I tell you what, just start having money in your pocket and help me pay my bill. I start stealing his money, helping him pay the bill. Give me some money. Yeah, I'm going out there and get me some.
So when my son started reaching adolescence, I don't know nothing about being a good father or a bad father. I just wanted to be present. I was satisfied with just being present. But even with satisfied with being present, the kids still need direction. They still need somebody to guide them. So man, my son got 13, man. I ain't know how to be no daddy to him at that point. Cause you can't pick him up, you can't hug him, they ain't little boys no more, right? So I catch the smoking weed. I come in the house, I said, man, I know I ain't smoking no weed in the mother. Say, you been smoking? You smoke my weed? He said, nah, man, don't lie to me, man. He said, yeah, and I was fit again. I said, Nick, why you? And he said, cause you do it. And I turned around and walked. I didn't know what to say. So I told the old so I brought my son down there, so the old can talk to him. My son probably about 12 or 13 years old. We gave him a job at the after hour spot. So my son's summers was spent working the after hour spot from 9 at night to 5 in the morning. Watching, he was raised like Richard Pryor and the whole house. But I watched him grow up, because he got to see all kind of men.
He brought the boy up. He brought the boy down there, and the boy got a chance to sit around all us old niggas. He got a chance to sit around all us old niggas, and the boy is strong. The young boy is strong. He told his grandma he didn't want to go to school no more. He didn't want to listen to them teachers and be around them kids no more. He'd have been around grown women and grown men. He quit school. He went and got him a job. His grandma said, you ain't no man. He went and got him a job. She kind of raised up off it. Whenever you go get a job, a black woman will raise up off you. But if you just lay around the house, and he messed his son up, but he didn't mess him up. He made him grow fast. Now he a man. He a man. You can't tell him nothing. He's supposed to be going to the Air Force or the Marines. That's his job. But he brought that kid down there. And I wouldn't smoke weed with the kid. Everybody else would smoke weed with him, but I wouldn't smoke weed with him. And I love him to death. But he the one made him grow at an early age because he had him with him. So now he him.
Yeah, we grew up together.
He him.
Yeah, you think your son is a reflection of you?
Nah, he the opposite. He the reflection of my teachings, of our teachings. Man, ever since he was 14, ever since we took him down to that classy lady, he met Dan, because he wanted to work. I saw that he had that's a man will work. So, man, he always said, Dad, I want to work. Well, I ain't know who work. Nigga, I ain't no cousin Maria. I ain't know who work. Fuck you, I ain't no go get no job. Yeah, I'm a bullshit nigga. Man, I put him around other men, talking to a veteran, and other veterans, he want to go to the military. So, your son got to see more than just one man. They got to see the dope fiend. They got to see all these different men and see which one you want to be like. Pick the one. You remember that one? You remember which one you want to be like? So he got, because he was raised around us, he got expectation that in his mind he got to live up to because of what he heard. So yeah, he'll strong. I'm telling you, he real strong. He way stronger than me. He way more of a man at 19 years old than I was at 30. Yeah, than I was.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yeah, I had to go back to mama house at 30 because that was my safety net. I could always go back to mama house and hit the reset button, save me some money. He walked out of my mama house and he ain't went back.
Hola, mi amigo. What's going on down there in Mexico? I know y'all done heard about the 4 black Americans that was shot up and abducted down there in Mexico, man. And 2 died because they got out the car and ran when they heard shots fired inside the car. But when you think about the story, if you ever been to Mexico, you know how the game goes, right? Yeah, you go to goddamn Mexico, you go to Cancun, you go to Cabo, you go to Tulum, you go to Playa del Carmen, you go to the safe zones, man. And we all know what happened to Shaquilla Robinson down there, goddamn Cabo or wherever she was at. We know that she got goddamn set up by Americans, not Mexicans, over there in Mexico, and that's why her case ain't closed. We know that story legit. But when you go to Mexico for a BBL, you ain't finna drive through hell. When you go to Mexico, you going to Cancun, you going to a goddamn tourist destination where you safe. It just don't sound right. So I did some research, because I know some people over there in Mexico, so I made a call. Hola, mi amigo, what's going on down there with my people? I had to find out what's going on, and what I found out is, man, the locals don't even go to the place that these 4 Americans went. So why would you take it upon yourself to rent a car and drive over 4 states, over 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 miles to goddamn go do some surgery? Something ain't add up. What I think is, what I heard is, they went over there to buy dope, and they all got hit up. See, I done did research, and I found out that all 4 of them folk got a drug criminal history, man. If you look up Shaheed Woodard, he done served jail time for buying narcotics out there in Florida, South Carolina. If you look up Sindell Brown, he was arrested for drug possession. If you look up Eric Williams, he done went to prison for selling crack in a goddamn school zone. And if you look up Latavia McGee, Miss goddamn BBL, she was arrested for unlawful conduct conduct towards a goddamn minor, a child, because her daughter tested positive for amphetamine exposure to drugs, man. Now, I know Tay done been to Mexico before. I know she done went down there. She done got surgery before. But this time, she opted to drive. Last time she flew, they done flew that. But this time, she done drove from goddamn South Carolina all the way to Mexico in a level 4 zone. And this time, you bring your cousin, the one that got all the drug criminal history, and all his niggas with him, they got criminal history with drugs. I think happened here when she went over there the last time, she said, "Who got that shit? We need that shit. We need that fatty. We need that white girl. We need that shit, man. Who got that shit? You go. She says, me more. I got you. Say no more." And they set their ass up over there, man. And the cousin that she brought with her, he didn't even want to go, and he died. She got her own, cause she got to live with that for the rest of her life. You and God know the truth, man. And the Mexican cartel, they don't offer the apology for the deaths of the goddamn people that were killed. They say we do not harm innocent people. And for some reason, I believe them, man. Because they done stuck 5 of their gang members in the peace treaty and the peace offering. And they arrested one of the guys that got there had something to do with the shooting. Because Mexico depends on their tourists to survive more than they depend on the dope money. Think about it, man. Tourists went over there last year and spent over $250 million just last year. So you think how many years Cancun been the spot, Tulum been the spot, all that money being spent, and you think they finna risk $250 million for 4 people that go on to goddamn Mexico that can't get surgery in the States? You can't afford surgery in the States. They not finna risk $250 million over some bullshit. Yeah, because they know that if I kill these people, man, or if I do some of these people over here in Cancun, Tulum, or something like that, Cabo, something like that, it's gonna mess up my money, and they depending on that, man. It's real rough over there in Mexico. Everybody hustling. So I really don't think that the Mexican people, man, really want that. I think they want tourists to come and make you feel safe. But these niggas put the play together and try to go buy some goddamn dope from goddamn El Chapo here, and you already know what's going on with El Chapo and El Chapo's son. Right now ain't the time to be over there playing about no goddamn dope. And they got hit up. Jaquilla Robinson was set up by Americans, not Mexicans. She went over there to Mexico with people she know, and that's why it's hard to solve her case, because they was on goddamn Mexican turf. They was across the border, and they made it back to U.S. soil. That's why they can't solve that case. That's why it's gonna be a long time before you see justice for Jaquilla Robinson. It don't matter who get on the case, because it happened on Mexican turf, not U.S. soil. They made it back to U.S. soil, but the U.S. and the Mexican, that's a different goddamn government. That's why they got cartels over there, and you got the gang over here. But the gang is goddamn monitored and surveillance and controlled and patrol over here. Over there, the goddamn cartels got more power than the goddamn government. So when you go to Mexico, man, I would advise you to stay in the tourist zone. I would advise you to look at the travel advisory. I would advise you to go to Cabo, Tulum, Cancun, over there where you see the goddamn police out there at the goddamn airport with the gun protecting your black ass. Don't you carry your ass to no goddamn place you can't even pronounce out your mouth. Don't you carry your ass over there to Colombia talking about you looking for Pablo Escobar there where he at. Man, you know what's gonna happen, man. So I think them folks was over there looking.
This story, one of the saddest stories I've ever covered. Elijah McClain, the young man who...
You ain't gonna do a battle.
I keep telling you all the time. Then he gave me too much time to work and get a shot. Too much time. We got our shit together. We about to flip the dudes out their ass right here in Carolina and show them he ain't got shit. He been running all these slow motherfuckers for so long. He think he's so big and bad. I'm about to knock the air out of his chest and a little boy watch.
They want to do something with you, man. Always gonna be great. My ladies from Skin Cut Touch, they up here. We do a magnificent, funny video. Well, if they would have put it out, they would have put me in a movie together. Huh? We would have been the new Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy.
We gotta touch on it because we don't got to, but I just want your perspective.
I prefer
on it. Yeah, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. We see Bubba Dub, trash. We see him go in and say he screams plagiarism, man. My jokes are being stolen. Charleston White's taking all my jokes. Look at him,
I've never seen a Bubba Dub comedy stand-up show, homie. I don't watch nobody. I'm so into me because I've taken over the internet, homie.
I don't watch nobody. I'm too busy watching all my videos, looking at the goddamn comment section, seeing who took my videos, seeing them coming. That's how I stay so engaged. So I don't watch nobody else. So I don't know where you can see a Bubba Dub stand-up comedy to steal his jokes.
So you do 2 comedy shows and the nigga got something to say already?
Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck.
Well, he's saying I took his ass-eating joke. I've never seen his ass-eating joke.
Wait, what's the joke?
About
eat something that
nigga eating ass. So I literally lay down on the ground and do this. He do too. I didn't know he did that. I'm theatric in everything I do. But let me tell you what the real problem is. Bubba Dub got DJ Wilder as a manager. A nigga that's been spinning records and everything he done in the city done failed. By the time Wilder get Bubba Dub signed to another nigga. So he signed to two niggas, already issues. I get a call from Boss Talk about 2 years ago. Hey, man, I got Bubba Dub at the shop, man. They want to do something with you, man. Oh, it's gonna be great. My ladies from Skin Cut Touch. They up here. We do a magnificent, funny video. Well, if they would have put it out, they would have put me and that nigga in a movie together. We would have been the new Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy if they would have put this motherfucker out. We playing like we in the stove. Charleston and this institution is the shit. Homie, they don't put it out. Now I done drove way from far Fort Worth to come out here to Box Springs. I ain't charged for this. I didn't get no B-roll of my own where I can put it out. So for about 6 months, I'm saying, man, when y'all gonna put the footage out? Man, when y'all, so I'm saying, man, why they don't put the footage out? Come to find out, Wild Herds in the mountain. I said, oh, okay. I see what this is. If they were smart, they'll put it out. They don't never put it out. So I run into him in East Texas at the Mama Scott event. Shout out to Mama Scott. Say, what's up, my nigga? Oh, man, we cool. This my nigga. Bubba up, my nigga. Man, when y'all gonna put it out? Oh, man, I'll give it to you. I'm hitting Boss Talk. Man, why y'all won't give it to me? Let me woo. Well, nobody give it to me. So I'm saying, man, okay. So I'm in my feelings about this, but I ain't tripping. I see him again. Goddamn, dog, man, why y'all won't put it out? I forgot what he told me. At this point, I said, fuck it. I'm doing my own thing. I end up signing with a production company, a talent agency that oversees the likes of myself and Michael Black, one of the Wayne brothers, and Bubba Dub. We're on the same roster now. He ain't headlining. I'm headlining. And what I made in one show, the agency made more of what I made in one show than what he done made all year in all the shows. I don't know they mad about nothing. All of a sudden I start seeing his mouth and saying, I'm stealing this joke. I'm saying, man, I don't even know what I'm gonna say when I get up there. I'm stealing the joke. Man, I ain't repeated nothing the same time twice yet. I done 1, 2, 3 comedy shows. I ain't said the same thing twice yet. So before I start saying something, out of respect for the agency, I call the agency. Hey man, what's up with this shit? The agency says, that's strange, that's ironic, because that's what people were calling and saying about him. Watching them old Def Jam comedies, come trying to go up there and regurgitate them 90s Def Jam comedy shit. So, that's where that came from, homie, but, man, I ain't watching no nigga, homie. For one, I'm too arrogant to go steal a nigga joke. Yeah, I'm too arrogant, homie. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, nigga, pressure up there trying to steal a nigga joke and remember. Nigga, I got so much content, homie. But what done happened with me was Soulja Boy, shooting myself, man, I ain't got to steal no this shit.
Bro, you have literal videos, hilarious videos millions of people now. Why would you still, bro?
Well,
the funniest shit you ever said was when you fed the Muslims pork in the family.
I ain't told that shit. You ain't told that shit. It come out. But think about this, homie. I've been talking about niggas eating ass. I stay bragging about it. Look later, you know, them lips that don't get them bumps on it. You know, I stay doing that. But homie, that's just hate, homie. Homie, I don't see Bubba Dub selling out nowhere. Homie, I don't see, man, I don't see nobody other than me, Kevin Hart, and a few other individuals that's booked up to May or June of 2023. I don't see no other comedians that got them steps. So, and not only that, homie, nigga, nigga, some shows, most of the shows I'm making, what most of the niggas making, and they've been doing this already, and I'm just starting out. I came with my own following. So, and I didn't set out to do this. I discovered that I got the gifts and the talents of being a comedian. I discovered that, man. When I've been trying to find out, I was trying to go to law school. Man, I've been trying to do everything but make people laugh. I've been trying to help people, encourage people. I've been trying to do everything to make people laugh. So I ain't gotta go try to plagiarize a nigga. He got to play a snitch. He got to play Roger, fall heels. He got to do that. I just get up, don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna say and start talking, and people go to chuckle.
Focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result. Now the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers suspect descriptions, pointing firearms, and professionalism, and is brought to us by azcentral.com and the Arizona Republic's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On August 29th, 2020, Hawthorne Suites hotel manager Sean Hoover called the non-emergency police line in Tempe, Arizona to request that 2 individuals who were suspected of conducting illegal activities be removed from the property. After making the call, Mr. Hoover and his employee Trevanye Kumpian encountered a man and woman smoking in a stairwell with the exit door propped open. When Mr. Hoover asked them to leave, the female exited the premises, but the male suspect allegedly pulled out a gun. Mr. Hoover then told the man to put away the gun and leave, and the man complied. Shortly after this incident occurred, Officer Ronald Kurzaya of the Tempe Police Department responded to the original call and approached Mr. Hoover in the hotel lobby. The interaction that followed was captured on Officer Kurzaya's body camera.
Hey, sir, how we doing?
We got something going on here. Some guy in sport, y'all.
This is a battle rap show. This is a show that when I can't, you know, be abreast of what's going on in battle rap, this is first take of battle rap to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I was so gun ho, so ready. But my bad.
Let's get into it.
I gotta relax.
Let's talk about that first response. Because that was the first response.
Yeah.
For New York City.
Yeah.
So your bank account was on check and
yeah, my bank account was not to be continued. It doesn't exist. So it was an opportunity. And back then, that's how it was. Like, you know, that's why I never really knock a new artist for coming out on a diss wave, because although it's the wrong way to do it, it is the way you get attention real fast. If you like. If a person come from my hood and diss me, I actually understand it. It's just, you should have a valid point. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be like, yo, I'm dissing you because you lit. Because then you're a hater. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But, so I understood that. And LA, I mean, we were being attacked. Like, New York is not soft, especially not Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And especially not that time neither.
Yeah.
And I felt like no place, but you know, I'm an put the emphasis on Brooklyn because they were really getting it on. And Big, this is real. Like, Big knew his power. because we originally did the LA record for a Bad Boy mixtape. Back in the days, they used to do, like, labels used to do mixtapes. So it's Bad Boy's turn. They hired Clue, and it was ironic, they hired Clue, and Clue didn't come and get us.
Wow.
Like, Stretch Armstrong came and got us.
Wow. Shout out to Stretch Armstrong.
So, and I remember seeing Big at the tunnel, and he been like, yo, we went back at them. And he was like, went back at who? And I was like, we went back at the West Coast. And Big just looked at me like, why? And I was like, man, I don't like the way they treated you. He was like, nah, Nori. I don't even think he knew my name was Nori at the time. He was just like, nah, man, you know, what I'm being accused of is a lie, so I don't even want to defend it. So, and he told me, he was like, it won't make the tape. So I was like, damn, and I was confused. I was young, you know, probably 19 at the time.
He's like, why we not riding that?
Why Big, especially Big?
Yeah.
So what happened was Stretch Armstrong had already pressed up the I believe, Stretch Armstrong had already pressed up the tape, so the fact that it wasn't making the Bad Boy tape wasn't going to stop us. So we released it, and it really, every DJ from New York really stepped up at that moment. At that moment, it let us know that everybody was feeling what we was feeling, because they didn't have the ability to talk to Big or connect with Big to see why he wasn't responding. You know, we didn't have Twitter back then. Like, we didn't have
it was
like Big could have settled the Tupac beat with an Instagram post.
One time, you think about that now, like what that would have been like. What is he talking about? Boom, something go up on Instagram.
But back then, you got to think about something. When we did a Source article or we did a XXL, that wouldn't come out for 3 or 4 months, because it would be in advance. So by that time, that subject matter might be old. So I understood. Now I understood. But nowadays, if you say, you know, Nori's fucking sneakers was ugly, I can respond immediately. I say, man, I thought my shit was lit. Or I can be like, man, my shit was probably ugly. Or did you see yours?
My whole collection.
So, but back then, we just had to kind of take it. And so I didn't understand where Big stood when he told me that at the tunnel. But later on in life, when I understood power, I understood that I could point at somebody and something happened. Or I could say, that dude is not a good person. And people who follow me will actually adapt my beliefs. I didn't know that, but Big knew that back then. You know what I'm saying? So that was powerful shit. That's why battle rap is ill, because you guys are trained to know that this is business. For that night, it's business. Like, you're not supposed to punch each other like, man, you know what I'm saying? You're not
I like Mook.
Okay.
I'm not alone.
Oh yeah, okay. I do remember Mook let me down. I do remember that. But for the most part, like, even me just watching that and me just seeing, this is a new battle. You know, I've been seeing it on my timeline, and to see that, to show the restraint, like, that's power in itself. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, especially coming from the hood and you saying some shit and ego, and then they say like me personally, I remember, like, I know this is off subject, but it's on subject. I remember, like, I used to do all the shooting in my hood. Like, I literally shot at everybody. When someone shot at me, I was offended, because I was like, yo, you don't know the man. I'm like, I'm the chosen one. Like, you're not supposed to do that. And that's a young man's trait. So the older I got, I was like, yo, everybody thinks they're just as ill as me. Like, it's not just me who's ill in this world. And that's why I say I respect.
Maybe you set the standard.
What do you mean?
Maybe you set the standard. Maybe people knew that. And it was like, yo, we gotta be like that.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, when like my first grades, I got grades right here. I was like, they grades? I was like, yo, they fucking, they know I'm not the chosen one. They're like, whoever you shot at them last week. What do you mean? I'm like, holy shit. But that's real, like, you know, that's why I say the straight in battle rap is just like, it's remarkable.
So you being in your position, how do you perceive battle rap and battle rappers?
Like that.
That's what I said.
Is it a whole different industry in your mind? Or is it together?
It's together. I feel it's part of hip hop.
Okay.
Right. I feel like it's part of hip hop. I feel like everyone has to have a battle. Like, you're not, like, once in your life you had to battle, whether it was in the schoolyard, whether it was in the yard in jail, whether it was something. If you're a real rapper, you had to be tested. Whether it's even your brother or sister in the house, like, that's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, living it throughout the whole career, that's something different. That's a profession now. You know what I'm saying? But at least you look at LL Cool J and and Kumo D. That was a battle, you know what I'm saying? So
Cannabis.
Yeah, Cannabis. I look at all that shit. And
I was on the phone with Cannabis the other day. Shout out to Cannabis. I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna get into that later. We're gonna leave it right there. Shout out to Cannabis.
I'll tell you something about Cannabis. He was the first person I ever walked in the studio and I seen a computer with. Because at the time, no one really had computers. Like, it was two-way pages and shit like that.
He was actually the first rapper to have his own website.
Word? I believe that. Yeah. I believe that. And I remember me just looking at him on the computer and saying, yo, what are you doing on the computer? He's like, I'm writing my raps. And I just knew he was advanced from there. Because most of us didn't even know how to press enter. like he knew how to write rhymes on the computer. He was advanced. He was advanced all the time.
But getting back to all that shooting, left, right.
Yeah. All over, really. It was not just left, right. I was listen, I'll Be Square Mall was my shit. I used to go to I'll Be Square Mall. My first course was in I'll Be Square Mall, you know what I'm saying? And they was framed, you know what I'm saying? I used to, because, you know, my cousin used to be in Farragut. I used to go out there, that was a whole different world for me. I used to go, and they used to be like, yo, you know, we're gonna go boosting. And I was like, boosting? What the fuck is that? And you know, they would go, but then it was my other cousins, they would just go robbing and Albert Street Mall. It was a difference. That was a difference. Boosting was department store.
Right.
And then robbing was let's go give me your shit. And I was just like, oh shit. So
wait till these motherfuckers go in the shop.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, my bad.
But downtown Brooklyn was crazy.
Yeah.
But left, right, growing up out there, everything. I know you told a whole bunch of stories of things that went on out there. Being from that type of environment and seeing, like, you know, when you responded to what Snoop and these guys was doing, what was the hood's reaction?
Everybody who had money from my hood told me I was crazy, and they said, because you know they knew who Death Row was.
Yeah.
Like I for lack of a better term, I only knew New York. Like I really at that time never left. So all I knew was like Bronx. Like they ain't from the Bronx. No, alright, cool. Like they from Child Linden, right? Like no, like they're from Compton and Slauson, and I'm like, what's that? And niggas like exactly. Like you don't even know who you're going at, and we were just like, fuck it. It really wasn't about that. It really wasn't about, you know, the David and Goliath type of thing. It was just about, yo, you know what? We're not suckers. Even if Big don't want us to represent for him, he can't stop us from representing for him. Like he can denounce us and say they did that on their own. But I knew in the long run he
understood.
He understood, and then you gotta remember, right after that, I think Royal Flush dropped the record. And then it caught on fire. Then everyone was responding. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like just Queens was responding at the time. But then a couple of other people joined in, but yeah, that was like our first battle, and I know I'm all over the place from how me, Daz, Corrupt, and them squashed it. I remember.
Wait, hold on. Before you get there,
yeah, no problem.
You say squash it, because rap beef and battle rap is two different.
This was when we stepped into, which I didn't understand, I didn't know at the time, was East Coast, West Coast beef.
Right.
Which, I'm being honest. That shit was propaganda. Like, I was in the West Coast, hanging with the West Coast. I mean, you know, I knew, not me personally, I knew people from Queens that was in the West Coast. I knew people from the West Coast that was there. But when you open up a news article, you felt unsafe because of what they was painting. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what we stepped into, what we really didn't know. We didn't really know that. And it was Pac who said it, because remember Pac said
in the interview with Snoop, right? Yeah, he was like, y'all the ones that's doing this.
No, that was before that. After that was, he said, Mobb Deep. No one of you niggas got sick with themselves.
Yeah, okay.
Because what happened, like I said again, we never dissed LA on the actual record. Shot the schools of record. We didn't diss them on the record. We just responded because they said New York, so we figured we said LA. But it wasn't until they made the video. But here's the crazy shit. Here's a legendary story. If you listen to the original LA, you go search it. Prodigy is on there with a verse. He's on the second one. He's on the original LA too. With he's on the hook. But the original one, he's on there and he goes, It goes, NYC, you and I versus Supremacy, Havoc and P, Queens niggas, so it seemed to be mega. Got word back from Noriega, JFK on our way to LA. So he was the only one who referenced LA. So I remember this is the first time I got a call, or Trash got the call when I was there from the record label. And they said, your Prodigy didn't want to be involved with the record. You're heartbroken. We can't do nothing.
For a verse like that.
We can't. We're not Capone. We're coming to be Capone Noriega. We're not Capone Noriega. So we knew, but like, yo, Havoc's still gonna come. So we're like, all right, cool. That night we got the call. I think that was Thursday. We was filming the video on Friday. That night we had to go, like, or maybe it was that week. I don't know. But we had to chop his verse out, make a version without him, and it was that day that Pop dropped. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell. We got that phone call. That boy, hey, Prodigy wants to do the video. I was like, oh shit, we're looking back. It was that fast. It was that, cause I swear to God, I was like, a day, like one day it was like, yo, he's not with it, and we really had nothing to say. We really couldn't stop nothing. We couldn't say, yo, here goes some bread or nothing. And it was really the timing of that Pop record. When Pop dropped that, they was like, no, tomorrow we throwing people off the bread. We going to Queensbridge. They was with it. Like, I was like, oh shit. And,
so that was I still remember that. I mean, the dummy when it fell to the bridge, it looked crazy.
You can tell we had no money. Yeah, it's true, man. We own up to it, but the point was made. Like, yo, look. This is speaking of Queensbridge, and we really threw the body off. Like, I mean, the body off.
Tragedy.
That's tragedy. Yes.
Oh, man. And then we trapped the body, we had the cigarette in his mouth.
At that time,
I love that shit.
you guys at any point have like marketing strategies in your head at this point, or is it just straight authentic? Like, yo,
it was. If any marketing was happening at that time, it was trash. But it was really all authentic. It was just like, yo, what would we want from a New York artist at this point?
Right.
Like, and we just was giving them what we thought that what New York was. Like I said, I never thought about even going to Jamaica, the island. Like, Jamaica, Queens was okay for me. Like, going to Far Rockaway Beach, like, Cho-Cha Beach in the Bronx, home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was don't forget me going to Great Adventure. Holy shit, Great Adventure. Great! Oh my God! Like, that you traveled. Yeah, come on. The fucking house? Oh my God! I've never had dreams of Miami. So, at that, I was real talk. I really was a minute thinker, and I didn't see. So that whole War Report album was a New York state of mind. Like, if you listen to the whole War Report album, I really only talk about my hood. I talk about Medina because I used to go to Brooklyn, and that's what 5% was called at the time. I talk about Bosnia, which we would call the Bronx, and it was all like 5% slang. Channel 10 was the actual Capone Noriega in the West Side of Queens. So I mean, was CNN? It was CNN. It was Channel 10. So
CNN War Report. War Report. Channel 10 Blood Report.
Turn smack rapper, only smack rapper that you know is stack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making things sleep earth, you heard. Got your baby mama dose, you heard. Do the play, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the way you niggas serve, you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I can drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop to you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with the realest. Now I'm rocking you niggas. Damn.
Brother Sunflower, it is time for the supreme test of faith. Lay down, brother.
Nah, I'm cool. I got some rest early. I ain't sleeping.
It's all in the mind. Lay yourself down and believe, brother. We come together here today at the lost and found nation of righteous believers and other worshipers of life, love, and pursuit of happiness. To see the light and to get yourself right.
hell did we roll up?
Wait. Maybe this isn't the right place, okay? I know my baby wouldn't be up in here. We invite our latest lost soul to come in from the cold, to see the light, and to get himself right. And he is going to testify for us right now. Brother Shaquille, son. Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba. Brother Sunflower, it is time for the supreme test of faith. Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba, Naji Ramba. Lay down, brother.
No, I'm cool. I got some rest early. I ain't sleeping.
It's all in the mind. Lay yourself down and believe, brother.
Lady, I ain't Alright. Hey, alright. Alright. You ain't got to be rushing me, y'all. I already know y'all. Anybody that don't want me to do this, please speak up.
Wait. Let's see where this goes.
Naji Ramba. We gonna be all right. We just gonna keep rising, Naji Ramba. I kept the faith. Everything's gonna be all right. I got a squint in my head. Brother Rock, without you, the world would be nothing. All these years I have ignored your presence. To most people, you just a rock. But to me, you're special. Excuse me? Right.
Baby. Oh, baby.
Hey.
What is this place? Where you been? What are you doing here?
Nothing, just chilling. Chilling with my rock, Gina.
Chilling with your rock.
Yeah.
Baby, hey, let's go home, okay? We'll talk about everything and work everything out, okay? Let's just get your things. We're going home now, okay?
I can't leave, Gina.
All right, so.
My quest for knowledge has not yet reached completion.
Martin, now cut the crap and bring your Ike Turner looking ass up on out of here so I can get up out of this hot ass robe and get out of here.
Sister's trying to test me.